Okay, Year 10, here's the next part of the videos. We're looking at doing the automation tail. This one looks fairly straightforward, so let's have a go at it. It's calling for a rectangle that's 50.5 by 9 to start with. We want two concentric circles here of diameter 3, diameter 9, so that center point must be 4.5 million from this edge. And we've got a diameter 1 circle down here. The tangent of the circle touches there, so it must be 0.5 of a mil in from there for the center of the circle. These sets of concentric circles down here are built from this point here. So once we have that center, we can go across 26.5 mil to here, drop down 8.5 millimeters from there to start drawing our circles. The first one there is diameter 1 and the outer one diameter 3.2. So let's give that a go. And just double checking, this was the tail. Okay. So back in Onshape. Need my menu to disappear. There we go. So we're going to hit the plus. We're going to create a new part studio. Automation. Right click. Rename. Automotion. Tail. Enter. And to draw this one, we're drawing it on the right plane. So sketch. On the right plane, click N. We should be getting really good at that now. Click, move out, click. We said 50.5. Enter. And a height of 9. Diameter 9, so 9. Enter. He fits in there, mostly. So I'll just zoom in there and we can start drawing on our sets of circles. So I'm going to start over here. So the center of the circle is from this midpoint in 4.5. Oops, click 4.5. Enter. Okay. Escape to turn the tool off. Circle, click, click, and that inner one is diameter 3. Enter. And the next circle, same center point, click, click, and we want diameter 9 for that one. Okay, tangent touches there, perfect. Okay, line tool. From the midpoint here, we're going to go in 0.5. Enter. I'm just going to zoom in there. Escape to turn the line tool off. Circle. And we want a diameter 1. Enter. Okay. Now, some more construction lines from that center point straight across, click, and we're going to make that dimension 26.5. Enter. And then we're going to drop straight down. You can see it snaps straight with a dotted line on it. Click, and we want to make that distance, I did not write it down, 8.5. Okay, escape. That's the center of our concentric circles there. So click, click, the inside one's diameter 1. Enter. I'll just zoom in. Click, click, and the diameter of that circle is 3.2. Enter. Okay, zooming back out. We have all that circle work done. Let's go and see what the instructions say. Okay, that's done. That's the written explanation for it. And now we're looking at using the spline tool. So that's what it looks like there. It allows a curved line to be drawn by selecting a series of points along the length of its curve. Start by clicking on the diameter 9 circle over here somewhere. So that's at about the 11 o'clock position. And then click multiple times along the way until you finish at the diameter 1 circle. So every time there's a dot, you can see that they've clicked. Okay, so we're getting that nice wave look for a tail. Until you finish on diameter 1 circle, finish the spline by pressing escape key on your keyboard. Okay, let's keep reading. Use a tangent setting to ensure the ends of the spline curve are tangents to the circles. To adjust it, we can grab those dots and move them. Yeah, press down and drag, yep. Repeat for the lower line of the tail, adjusting until you're happy with the curve. Okay, let's give that a go. So we're going to end up with this curve here to there, and another one from here through to there. Okay, so we're still in sketch mode. We're looking for that spline tool. I'm going to start at about 11 o'clock. Click, 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 click. I'm just going to zoom in there and click. Escape on the keyboard. Done. Okay, and I'm going to use my tangent tool to make sure it ends nicely. So tangent that line onto that circle. Beautiful. Go back to the beginning one. I'm going to zoom in. This one's not so pretty. Tangent this one onto there. Yep, that looks better. Okay, same on the bottom. Zoom, 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 zoom. Okay, spline tool from here. Actually, escape. So he's from about the 5 o'clock position to start with. Just making this look a little bit odd on purpose. Escape. And I wanted to test out this click and drag. Yep. Okay, so I'm clicking and dragging on the dots just to change the curve of that line. I'll just zoom out so I can see the whole thing. Yeah, that looks better. Okay, so I'm fairly happy with that now, so I'll check my tangents. So tangent tool, click on the line, click on the circle. Escape, tangent tool, click on the line, click on the circle. That's better. Down this end, tangent tool, click on the line, click on the circle. There we go. Okay, so there's the curve of my tail done. Let's jump back to the instructions. You can see they've trimmed the other parts of the circles that aren't needed. So trim M on the keyboard. Construction lines. And have they deleted the rectangle yet? Yes, they have, so let's get rid of that too. Okay, let's see how we connect this bottom bit. Okay, so it looks like two straight lines there. So it says you need to make sure that the lines drawn are attached to the 3.2 diameter circle. using the tangent setting, and then make them look more uniform by using the parallel setting. Parallel setting allows you to create a relationship between two or more lines and tells the software that they need to be parallel. It can be found on the toolbar shown below. Okay, so two parallel lines. Once the parallel setting is selected, simply click on each of the lines. We've got to draw them first. And one will move to become parallel with the other as shown in the image below. Okay, let's give it a go. So I'll just zoom in on this one. Just check. They're on a slight angle. Just going to go line from here to there, escape, line from here to there, escape. I'll use my tangent tool to get that line to be a tangent to that one, and that line to be a tangent to that one. And then we're going to try out this parallel tool once I find it. Maybe it's in here. There it is. Okay, so click on that one, click on that one, and that one moves slightly. Okay. All right. Okay, trim out the top of the diameter 3 circle, but not the section of the lower edge. Okay, so I think what that is saying is we just want to trim that line there, but not the section of the lower edge of the tail when it crosses the attachment. This needs to, so I think we leave that there. Okay, so just that semicircle. So M for trim. Our construction lines. Okay. Jump back to our instructions. Okay. So it looks like here we've got a drawing of that side view and its top view once some work has been done. So it looks like there's a fillet on there, which is why it's got that double line. It looks like it's been extruded 10. The fillet looks like it's got a radius of 1, and that looks like the underneath bit. Okay. The drawing above shows the side view and the bottom view. So that's your side and your bottom view. In order to see the thickness of the control rod attachment, these two different thicknesses, 10mm and 3mm, so 10 and 3, are achieved by performing two separate extrusions using the one sketch. First do a 10mm symmetric extrude of the tail portion of the sketch and tick it off, then make the sketch visible again by clicking on the eye that appears when you hover over the sketch. That one. Okay, let's do the first bit. So let's do our 10mm symmetric extrusion on the tail portion. Symmetric extrusion. Okay. Extrude. Just on that. I'm just going to switch to trimetric. Nope, I've got that selected wrong. So just delete there and there. And I want just that bit. Okay. And we want to make sure it's a symmetric extrusion of 10mm, so it should go 5mm each way. 10 total. Enter. Tick. Okay. Now it said in sketch 1 we should be able to show that again, which we've done. And once we do our extrusion, it's a solid add face of sketch 1, symmetric 3mm. Whew, let's give that a go. So I'm going to have to rotate my drawing a little so I can see it. Okay. Extrusion. Solid. We want symmetric. That face there. And 3mm. Whoops, not 33, 3. Check I did all that right. Yep. 3mm, that's better. I was waiting to see the preview. And click, tick, done. Okay. Next. Then it's just a matter of applying a 1mm fillet to all edges, including on the connector. So every external one. So not these circles here, not that tiny little one. Okay. Let's give that a go. Okay, fillet. That one. That one. You should be able to spin this and get the other side at the same time. I think I got it all. And we want a radius of just 1mm. Okay, enter. And tick. Okay, I'm just going to jump back into my trimetric view, zoom in, and that's what we've got there. Okay. Again, that's where you could have added your modifications to have your spikes through there. Okay, you know how to change the appearance to add the colours if you like. But that is the main part of the tail done, and the next little video will show you how to draw the head.